ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
The Jimmy Kimmel sat downness. He was sat down indefinitely, suspended indefinitely. A lot of people are up there protesting in the streets in LA. A lot of people are protesting. And I don't know if it's going to change anything, but I felt like, yesterday, Fucker Carlson, I played a clip from him saying this is wrong. And then today, Ted Cruz said something. I said, wait, Ted Cruz, what is this? This ain't right. But I agree with him. Let me play it though. Y'all got to hear it.
Kimmel will be fired. I think, you could certainly see a path forward for suspension over this. And again, the FCC is going to have remedies that we could look at. And again, we may ultimately be called to be a judge on that.
No. Look, I like Brendan Carr. He's a good guy. He's the chairman of the FCC. I work closely with him. But what he said there is dangerous as hell.
For people that are listening, because this is going to be, quote, controversial, so I want to make sure we explain it clearly. When you say no and it's dangerous, explain and run this out, the slippery slope that this can open, so that people understand why we're saying it.
So the Federal Communication Commission is in charge of granting broadcast licenses. So ABC, NBC, CBS, they have licenses from the FCC. It is true that under statute, they're required to be in the public interest.
Yep.
What he is saying is Jimmy Kimmel was lying. That's true. He was lying.
He wasn't.
And his lying to the American people is not in the public interest. And so he threatens explicitly, we're going to cancel ABC's license. We're going to take them off the air so ABC cannot broadcast anymore. And I got to say, he threatens it. He says, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Yeah.
And I got to say, that's right out of Goodfellas. That's right out of a mafioso coming into a bar going, nice bar you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. And I got to say, look, I understand. Jimmy Kimmel has mocked me so many times I cannot count. The corporate media, they are dishonest. They are liars. I hate what Jimmy Kimmel said. I am thrilled that he was fired. But let me tell you, if the government gets in the business of saying, we don't like what you, the media, have said, we're going to ban you from the airwaves if you don't say what we like, that will end up bad for conservatives. It reminds me of, you and I are both fans of Lord of the Rings.
So he goes into My Little Precious and how power corrupted. I mean, it's a stunning, it's like 7 minutes, which we don't have time to play. I was like, now, Jimmy Kimmel didn't lie. He just stated what people were saying. Wasn't a lie. This takedown, Brandon Carr is not a good person. Mm-hmm. Smiz and I are offended by his fake Italian accent.
I was too.
Yeah, I think the FCC should come after him for that. Yeah, it was terrible. It's terrible. But what he's saying is, if they do this, he said there's going to come a time when the Democrats get back into power. Then they can do it too. I rolled my eyes because I was like, they won't. But this is why you don't do the things, because the things that people do, this is why Biden didn't expand the court. This is why, a whole bunch of stuff didn't happen, because if you do it, they can do it. You've opened the door now. I said, man, they've lost Savage. They've lost Fucker Carlson. It's getting interesting what's happening. Nick Fuentes. I said, what? Something's going on.
The real question becomes, well, one, did they lose them? Or is it just you lost them for the day? Because, these people got bad track records of, Ted Cruz used to be anti-Trump, and then he was Trump's stool boy. So I don't know if they had the wherewithal to stick to itiveness to stand up against that man for the long term. But I also was surprised at how many pop culture references he knew. I don't know why I was surprised. I mean, movies exist. Everyone go to him, but he started talking about Lord of the Rings. I'm like, you know about Lord of the Rings? Like, he's like, oh, it's like The Godfather. You got time to watch The Godfather when you're not groveling? Like, what's going on over there? But yeah, I mean, Ted Cruz is partially right, but even the stuff he was saying was still tainted by that like right-wing bias and anti-media bias and all that stuff, because I think a lot of people would agree that corporate media it can be malfeasant, complicit, all of that stuff, but we wouldn't agree on why. Like, my agree and your agree is two different agrees. You out here like, they out here reporting that the economy is good under Biden. I'm like, but that's factually correct. The corporate media does it again, So like, I don't know that him and I agree on anything more than just the highest level of what he's saying. Everything below that, I think we probably gonna have a fight.
Yeah, I mean, and we probably should, because he's wrong, and he's performing. Which this also, what it showed me is that he likes to act.
Yes.
So this is all an act. That man called your wife ugly and said your father killed Kennedy, and you still got your head up his ass. All right, listen.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back, and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We